Okay, so in this chapter, we're going to first talk about what is the general role of an editor in any video project, and then I'll take you through how to set up your project, view your footage, start to assemble a cut, and most importantly, create a schedule with your producer and your director to create a timeline that everybody's comfortable with and that meets everyone's expectations. So first, what is the general role of the editor? The editor is there to assemble the material that you have, footage, pictures, audio, all of that, into a coherent story. Usually the editor is not present on set during production, which can be very helpful because there are a lot of things that happen on set, as we all know, during production that can kind of color how you view the footage after shooting. And it's often best if the editor is not present during production so they don't bring any baggage to the actual post process. In my opinion, I think that the good qualities of any editor should be a sense of organization, definitely patience, and certainly creativity. Organization, because you're going to be receiving most likely a large amount of material that you are going to have to create some coherent structure for in order to start cutting your project. Patience, because as everyone knows, editors tend to watch the same footage over and over again. If you have a lot of material from your shoot, you may have hours of dailies or footage shot each day to go through. So it helps to have the patience to be able to sit and go through all of that minute by minute. And finally, creativity, of course, is important to any editing. Often a producer or director will have a clear idea of what they want when they bring you the footage because they've gone through the writing process, they've gone through pre-production, they've gone through production. And so they may have an image in their head of what they want the final project to look like. The editor is actually there to also bring a fresh perspective to the project and bring up ideas that the producer and director may not, and writer may not have even thought of. As far as editing style, a lot of people consider good editing to be seamless, that you don't notice it. While that can be true, sometimes good editing can actually be very noticeable. It could be, very abrupt, very jarring. It really depends what type of project you're working on. Does that sort of editing serve the content well, or does it serve better to make more seamless editing choices? So in the end, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It really depends what serves your project the best. Okay, so your to-do item for this lesson is to familiarize yourself with the types of editing techniques we talked about. For the more seamless type of editing, I would go to the A&E TV site and check out some of the scripted series like Longmire or The Glades. For the more abrupt, noticeable, jarring type of editing, I would watch some music videos. Those are great examples of that kind of technique. So have fun with it, and I'll see you at the next lesson.